Cameron Mayhill, who's a good ministry friend of mine, and he needs some help. I would just put it that way. But anyway, we're gonna have fun talking about. He is with a ministry. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But if you are someone who's looking to be a part of a ministry that's really having some cool kingdom impact, it is overseas, which is kind of exciting too. And I know there's some of you out there to be like, yeah, overseas, that'd be awesome, kind of a thing. So I don't know who you may be, but I know there's someone in my network that may be looking for something specific about working with a ministry. And I want to introduce you to Cameron Mayhill. Cameron and I have known each other for, what did we say the other day?
I think
15 years.
15 years, yeah.
15 years. We met each other in Haiti. And when I was doing, I guess that was the first trip was a pastoral kind of vision trip.
Yeah, it was a vision trip.
Yeah, and to Haiti, and so it was a good experience, and we became lifelong friends from that. So, so Cameron came to me just saying, "Hey, he is part of a special ministry called Livingstone Global." And he is the executive director. And so I'm going to have him just kind of tell you about the ministry. And then also we're going to talk about specifically what is the role he's looking for, which technically is the chief of ministry operations. And so Cameron, there's the intro. Let's talk about what's happening at Livingstone Global. What is it and what are you guys doing?
Yeah, thanks so much, Stephen. Yeah, it's just fun to reconnect and see how God can move in this way. So I joined the team at Livingstone Global earlier this year, and we are focused on loving like Jesus by making disciples through education and compassion and crisis intervention. So we work in Nakuru, Kenya. So it's the third largest city in Kenya. If you're on the map, you can see it just kind of northwest of Nairobi. But we started there 17 years ago, and we have a school that's grown from this amazing opportunity to impact lives. So yeah, Stephen brought up our website there. You can see that. But we are focused on a community that's living in extreme poverty. In and around a dump site in Nakuru, Kenya. So about 15,000 people is our catchment area, where they are living on anywhere from 20 cents to 50 cents a day, that they are just trying to scrape by. And so God has brought us into that community to live like Jesus so that we can impact lives for the kingdom through education and compassion and crisis intervention. So what's that look like? It looks like our school with 325 kids that all have stories beyond what we could ever imagine, of whether they're living with a grandma because their mama ran off, or whether they, they're a family member's in jail, or whether they are barely making it. So, just extreme situations with these children. But also then, God over the years has really opened an avenue for discipleship and really helping to focus on disciples. And so over the last 18 months, we've seen a two-person Bible study. Our founder, Dave, and his first disciple, Wes, grow from that very intimate relationship to now 120 guys studying the Word of God every day.
But that happened just over, just 2 years, maybe?
Yeah, less than 2 years. Than 2 years. So
that's exciting.
And Wes's story, former gang leader, and just such an amazing story of transformation, and to see him grow and become a disciple maker, as well as Dave. And then also then from there to see just our team take on this compassionate emergency response approach to the community, where they are in it daily, doing discipleships and walks, and just intervening via prayer and conversations. They run into some of the darkest places when it comes to domestic and sexual violence. Poverty just breeds that. situation, especially in our community. And so but God has used the ministry and Dave Hatfield, who founded it, to bring peace to that community in so many different ways. But there's still a daily interaction to help bring the compassionate response of Christ into crisis situations and lives. And so it's an amazing work. It's been growing by leaps and bounds, and that's why I'm here.
You need some help. So, oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. So, so tell me about for those who may be interested in thinking, well, what kind of position is it? So as you said, it's chief of ministry ops. It's there on site in Kenya, correct?
Yeah. So we have a very small team here in the U.S. and a board of directors here in the U.S. And then we have our leadership team in Kenya, and our founder and his wife, Dave and Kim. And really, Dave is a disciple maker, and he has a real heart and passion for being in the community and not being an administrator of the mission work. And so we've had some format changes over the last few years and realized we really need somebody that has a heart for Christ, a heart for missions, and has the operations background. Really somebody who can organize and manage people, love on people well, but also, push things forward, especially from the education standpoint. Our leadership team there, we have a principal, and we have a sponsorship coordinator and some office administrative help, and a financial director. And so we're really looking for this person that's going to come in and steward those relationships and that personnel, as well as our teachers, as well as then help us as we grow into a new season. We have a new 5-acre campus that God's given to us in the last year, and we're trying to figure out how do we grow into what needs to happen there. So looking at budget, operational management, as well as people management, and helping us get to that next step.
Very cool. So if people want to get a hold of you and ask for more information, what's the best way for them to do that?
Yeah, probably via email or text message or phone call. So my email is Cameron@livingstonglobal.org. Okay. And my cell phone is.
How do you spell Cameron? Just so some may, know.
Yeah, it's Cameron. That's Cameron, Cameron at livingstonglobal.org. And you can check out the website there, check out who we are at livingstonglobal.org. Or you can reach me with a phone call or a text message at 765-461-1585. So would love to talk to you. Like I said, I've walked in ministry for 24 years. I've known Stephen for 15 years. We have a really good team and a really good situation. It is a position that is based in Nakuru, Kenya. It is not a position that you have to raise support for. We have funded this position, and so we'll ask you to be part of the fundraising for the work, because that's just part of what it is when you're in a parachurch missions ministry. But you don't have to say, well, I felt for a long time that I was supposed to be overseas doing what God's called me to do, but I don't know about raising support. That's not part of this. So let's have a conversation about what it looks like for you to serve God in a context where the church is alive and the church is organic. The church isn't staged. The church is growing. We have beautiful kids that need love and a team that is ready to continue to prosper with the right type of leadership. And if you're saying, hey, I never got a chance to be a leader, let's have a conversation, because this may be the next step for you.
That sounds great. Cameron, I'm so excited about what's happening and what's going on.
So have I just wish you would have taken the position so we could not have this conversation.
You're so funny. That's funny. So, yeah, we learned some things in Haiti. I'm just kidding.
Hey,
No,
and if you're hearing this and you're saying maybe this position's not for me, let's talk about bringing in a group from your church or getting your church
mhm,
involved. Let's
mhm,
bring a team over. Come over on a
yeah,
vision trip with me. Let's let us introduce you to what God's doing in our context and the amazing opportunity it is to engage in His kingdom impact in another country,
yeah.
um, and get your people involved in what God's doing.
Yeah. Hands down, God is at work.
Yeah.
And for those who have done like Experiencing God or Henry Blackaby is Experiencing God, you kind of join God where he is at work. And this is an exciting work that's happening. This is why I did the interview, because I've known Cameron a while. Yeah, it's one thing to say, oh, here, I'll forward the application on and stuff like that. But I'm like, dude, there's some great stories. There's some things that are happening. And so I just want people to share that, have that context so they can get a hold of you. So everybody, don't forget Cameron, Cameron at Livingstone Global, not Livingstones, but Livingstone Global. I only say that because I put in stones one time. Just I did it plural. So livingstoneglobal.org and get a hold of Cameron. And if you just want more information just about the ministry, just in general, please talk to Cameron. He'll share with you more exciting stories of what's going on and how you and or your church can be a part of that. Or if you're interested in the position, give him a call. There's some neat things going on. Cameron, thank you for your time. Thanks for coming back to everybody. We met once and they're like, hey, let's get together. Let's do an interview so we can tell everybody really what's going on. So
Yeah,
I appreciate you making
Stephen.
the time.
Really appreciate it. Hope you have a great day. We'll talk soon, man.
All right. We'll see you. Take care, everybody.